Imagine eating the wrong foods that silently harm your blood sugar levels every day, foods you may think are harmless, or even healthy. Today, we'll uncover the shocking truth about 10 seemingly innocent foods that every diabetic should avoid to protect their health. Stay with us, because what you learn today could save your life. The hidden danger in food number 1. Refined grains. Let's start with the first food, refined grains. You might recognize these in your morning cereal, white bread, or even pasta. But did you know that these foods are like sugar bombs in disguise? Studies show that refined grains are quickly broken down into glucose, causing blood sugar levels to spike dramatically. A 2023 study published in Diabetes Care revealed that replacing refined grains with whole grains reduced HbA1c levels by up to 10% over 6 months. These spikes don't just make you feel tired and sluggish. Over time, they can lead to insulin resistance, worsening diabetes control. But why are refined grains so harmful? It's because they're stripped of fiber, the nutrient that helps slow digestion and stabilize blood sugar. Real-life impact. Take white rice, for instance. A staple in many households, but it's a refined grain that can wreak havoc on your glucose levels. Researchers in 2024 discovered that eating white rice 5 times a week increases the risk of type 2 diabetes by 17% compared to those who opt for whole grain alternatives like brown rice or quinoa. The good news: switching to whole grains can reverse this trend. They not only stabilize your blood sugar but also keep you feeling full longer, reducing cravings. The sneaky culprit in food number 2, sugary and ultra-processed foods. Now, let's talk about the second food on our list, sugary and ultra-processed foods. This might sound obvious, but the sneaky part is how sugar hides in foods you wouldn't expect, like flavored yogurts, salad dressings, or even that healthy granola bar. In 2023, the World Health Organization emphasized reducing added sugar intake to less than 5% of daily calories for better diabetes management. Yet, many of us consume much more without even realizing it. Just one bottle of soda can contain up to 10 teaspoons of sugar. That's double the daily limit recommended for diabetics. The science behind the harm. When we consume excess sugar, it forms harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These accelerate the complications of diabetes, like neuropathy, kidney damage, and vision loss. Replacing sugary snacks with naturally sweet alternatives like berries or a handful of nuts can drastically reduce this risk while satisfying your sweet tooth. Remember, every small change you make adds up. By avoiding refined grains and hidden sugars, you're not just managing diabetes, you're reclaiming your health. The problem with food number 3, trans fats. The third food group on our list is trans fats. These are commonly found in margarine, fried fast foods, baked goods, and even some packaged snacks. While they might make your food taste delicious, they are a ticking time bomb for your health. According to a 2024 study published in The Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology, trans fats can significantly increase insulin resistance, making it harder for your body to regulate blood sugar. But why are trans fats so dangerous for diabetics? It's because they increase inflammation and disrupt the cell's ability to respond to insulin effectively. This leads to higher blood sugar levels and a greater risk of complications like heart disease and nerve damage. The real-life impact of trans fats. Imagine this: you grab a donut for breakfast or a pack of chips for a snack, thinking it's just a small indulgence. But those hidden trans fats could be sabotaging your efforts to control diabetes. Studies show that just 2% of daily calories from trans fats can increase the risk of heart disease by 23%. For diabetics, the risks are even higher. The good news: eliminating trans fats from your diet can dramatically improve insulin sensitivity and reduce inflammation. Choose natural fats like those from avocados, nuts, or olive oil instead. The hidden danger in food number 4, artificial sweeteners. Next up is a food substitute many diabetics turn to, artificial sweeteners. While they're marketed as a safe alternative to sugar, the truth is much darker. Recent research from 2023 published in Nature Metabolism found that artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin can disrupt the gut microbiome, a key player in blood sugar regulation. These sweeteners can alter the balance of good and bad bacteria in your gut, leading to increased blood sugar levels and insulin resistance. In fact, another 2023 study conducted at Yale University found that consuming artificial sweeteners daily was linked to a 20% higher risk of type 2 diabetes. How artificial sweeteners affect the body. Beyond raising blood sugar, artificial sweeteners can also trigger cravings for sweet and high-carb foods, creating a vicious cycle that makes diabetes harder to manage. Think of it as tricking your brain into wanting more sugar, even though you're not consuming it directly. Thankfully, there are natural sweeteners that don't have the same negative effects. Stevia, monk fruit, or erythritol are excellent options that won't disrupt your blood sugar or gut health. Practical tips for avoiding these foods. So how do you avoid these two foods? Start by reading labels carefully. Look out for partially hydrogenated oils, a clear sign of trans fats, and avoid packaged foods that list aspartame, sucralose, or saccharin as ingredients. Stick to whole, unprocessed foods whenever possible. Plan your meals around natural, diabetes-friendly ingredients. Healthy fats from fish, avocados, and nuts, combined with fiber-rich vegetables, can keep your blood sugar stable and cravings under control. Must remember, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing health tips. The hidden danger of food number 5, high fructose corn syrup, HFCS. Next on the list is high fructose corn syrup, or HFCS. You've seen it listed on sodas, candies, flavored yogurts, and even bread. But what makes HFCS so dangerous? Unlike natural sugars, HFCS is processed by your liver, where it's quickly turned into fat. This leads to fatty liver disease, a condition affecting over 70% of people with type 2 diabetes. Research published in 2023 in Nature Medicine found that excessive HFCS intake directly increases insulin resistance. This means your body has to work harder to process sugar, making diabetes control even more challenging. How HFCS affects blood sugar. High fructose corn syrup doesn't just raise your blood sugar, it also creates inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which are known to worsen diabetes complications like heart disease and kidney problems. In a 2024 study, researchers discovered that regular consumption of HFCS increased the risk of developing insulin resistance by 25%. It's not just about the sugar, it's about how your body reacts to this artificial sweetener. Real-life examples and alternatives. Think of how often you consume HFCS without realizing it: sodas, ketchup, even granola bars. But the good news is there are simple swaps you can make. Replace sugary drinks with water, herbal teas, or sparkling water with natural flavorings. For snacks, opt for fresh fruits or homemade options without added sweeteners. By cutting HFCS from your diet, you're not just lowering your blood sugar, you're improving your overall health and reducing the risk of long-term complications. The silent threat of food number 6, processed meats. Next, let's talk about processed meats. They're convenient, flavorful, and often a go-to for quick meals. But for diabetics, they can be a hidden danger. Processed meats like bacon, sausages, and deli slices are loaded with preservatives, sodium, and nitrates, all of which can worsen insulin resistance. A 2024 study published in Diabetology revealed that people who consume processed meats daily have a 40% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to those who avoid them. The reason? These meats cause chronic inflammation, making it harder for your body to regulate blood sugar. The impact on long-term health. Processed meats don't just raise blood sugar, they also increase the risk of heart disease, a leading cause of death among diabetics. The high sodium content leads to water retention and high blood pressure, putting additional strain on your heart. Additionally, nitrates in these meats are converted into harmful compounds that damage blood vessels and increase the risk of complications like neuropathy and retinopathy. Healthier protein options. So what should you eat instead? Focus on lean proteins like fish, skinless poultry, beans, or tofu. These foods not only provide essential nutrients but also help stabilize your blood sugar without the harmful effects of processed meats. By choosing fresh, whole foods, you're giving your body the tools it needs to thrive and fight diabetes naturally. Practical steps for a healthier diet. To eliminate HFCS and processed meats, start by reading labels carefully. Look for hidden sources of sugar and nitrates in packaged foods. Stick to the outer aisles of the grocery store where fresh produce, meats, and dairy are typically located. Meal prepping is another powerful tool. Preparing your meals in advance ensures you're eating fresh, healthy foods without relying on packaged or processed options. The silent risk of food number 7, flavored yogurt. Next on the list is flavored yogurt. Yes, the one marketed as healthy, filled with fruits and probiotics. But here's the hidden truth. Most flavored yogurts are loaded with added sugars and artificial ingredients that cause blood sugar to skyrocket. In fact, a single serving of flavored yogurt can contain as much sugar as a chocolate bar. According to a 2024 study published in the Journal of Diabetes Research, consuming high-sugar dairy products frequently can disrupt insulin sensitivity, especially in diabetics. Why flavored yogurt is a problem for diabetics. Here's what happens. The added sugars in flavored yogurt cause a rapid spike in blood sugar. Your pancreas releases a surge of insulin to manage it, but over time, this constant strain can lead to insulin resistance, a hallmark of type 2 diabetes. And it's not just about the sugar spike. The energy crash that follows can leave you tired, irritable, and craving more carbs, creating a vicious cycle that's hard to break. The science behind better choices. But don't worry, there's a simple solution. Swap out flavored yogurts for plain, unsweetened varieties. Add your own fresh fruits, like berries, to get natural sweetness and fiber without the sugar overload. This way, you're not just avoiding the sugar, but also giving your body nutrients that support stable blood sugar levels, like fiber and protein. The hidden dangers of food number 8. White bread. Next on our list is white bread, a staple in many diets. But for diabetics, it's one of the most problematic foods. Why? Because white bread is made from refined flour, which is stripped of its fiber and nutrients, leaving behind empty carbs that act like sugar in your body. Once consumed, white bread is broken down almost instantly into glucose, causing a sharp rise in blood sugar. This quick spike is dangerous for diabetics and can lead to complications over time. The long-term effects of white bread. A study from Diabetes Care in 2023 found that consuming refined grains like white bread regularly is linked to higher A1C levels, a key marker of blood sugar control. Even worse, the lack of fiber in white bread means you're not slowing down glucose absorption, making it even harder for your body to handle. Over time, these constant spikes and crashes can lead to serious complications, including nerve damage, kidney disease, and increased risk of heart attacks. Healthier bread alternatives. The good news: you don't have to give up bread entirely. Whole grain breads, especially those made from sprouted grains, are much better options. They're high in fiber, which helps slow the absorption of sugar and keeps your blood sugar levels stable. Look for bread with at least 3 grams of fiber per serving and minimal added sugars. And for an extra health boost, pair it with a source of healthy fat, like avocado or nut butter. Practical tips to avoid these foods. To keep flavored yogurt and white bread off your plate, start by becoming a label detective. Check for hidden sugars in yogurt and choose plain or Greek varieties. For bread, avoid those with enriched wheat flour as the first ingredient and opt for whole grains instead. Planning your meals and snacks ahead of time is another great way to avoid these blood sugar traps. When you have healthy options ready, it's much easier to stay on track. Remember again, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing health tips. The hidden danger of food number 9. Packaged instant noodles. Next on our list is a food many of us turn to for quick and easy meals: packaged instant noodles. They're cheap, convenient, and comforting, but for diabetics, they're a hidden trap. Instant noodles are highly processed and loaded with refined carbohydrates, unhealthy fats, and sodium. Here's the problem. A typical serving of instant noodles contains refined flour that digests rapidly, causing a sharp spike in blood sugar. What's worse, the added seasonings are packed with sodium and flavor enhancers like MSG, which can trigger insulin resistance over time. The science behind the problem. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed that regular consumption of instant noodles significantly increases the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, especially in individuals already prone to insulin resistance. The combination of low-quality carbs and artificial additives wreaks havoc on your metabolic health. And it's not just about the blood sugar spike. The lack of fiber and protein in instant noodles means you're likely to feel hungry soon after eating, leading to overeating and further blood sugar imbalances. Healthier alternatives to instant noodles. So, what's the solution? Replace instant noodles with healthier, low-carb options. Zucchini noodles, also known as zoodles, are a fantastic alternative. They're low in carbs, high in nutrients, and take just minutes to prepare. If you crave traditional noodles, choose whole grain or buckwheat varieties. Pair them with plenty of vegetables and lean proteins to balance the meal and keep your blood sugar stable. The unexpected harm of food number 10. Dried fruits. Next up is a food often considered a healthy snack: dried fruits. While fresh fruits are packed with vitamins and fiber, their dried counterparts can be a hidden danger for diabetics. Why? Because dried fruits are highly concentrated in natural sugars, and many brands add even more sugar for flavor. Let's take raisins as an example. A single serving of fresh grapes contains about 15 grams of sugar, while the same serving size of raisins can pack over 40 grams of sugar. That's nearly 3 times the amount. How dried fruits impact blood sugar. When you eat dried fruits, their lack of water content means your body absorbs the sugars quickly, causing a rapid blood sugar spike. A 2024 study from the American Diabetes Association found that regular consumption of dried fruits increases post-meal blood sugar levels significantly in diabetics. Additionally, dried fruits often contain preservatives like sulfur dioxide, which can cause inflammation and worsen insulin sensitivity, 2 major concerns for people with diabetes. Smart ways to enjoy fruits without the risks. If you love fruits, stick to fresh, whole options like berries, apples, and oranges. These fruits are lower in sugar and high in fiber, which helps slow down sugar absorption and keeps your blood sugar levels stable. For a sweet treat, try blending fresh fruits into a smoothie. Add a source of protein like unsweetened Greek yogurt or nut butter to make it a balanced snack. Closing call to action. Now that you know the top 10 foods to avoid, the next step is action. Commit to swapping these foods for healthier options today. Share this video with friends and family who need this life-changing information, and let's create a healthier, happier future together. Remember again, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing health tips. See you in the next video.